Breakfast with Courtney Love on the world-famous K-Rock. Hey, Courtney.
Can I tell you my most profound moment? It's so shallow. Sam played with Motley Crue, like their has-been reunion.
Right.
So tour. And I went to the Universal Amphitheater, and of all the moments in my life, I was so moved that Samantha was playing, what's that chick song? Girls, Girls, Girls. That a chick was in Motley Crue, the band I used to have to strip to, playing Girls, Girls. I started to cry. I mean, deeper things have happened to me. Literally, this was the deepest thing ever. I thought, you know what? We won the war.
That's a beautiful moment.
Then I went away because of Rape Stug 99. I didn't want to compete with Fred.
Right.
There's no such thing as a rock star named Fred. I'm sorry. Okay. So I decided to wait till he left. And now we're back in, there's no girls except Brody.
Right. But there's you.
There's Brody.
Now, what's the name of this band?
The Chelsea.
The Chelsea.
Why don't you introduce them to us?
Okay. Shamel is happily playing with, like, Pink and Juliette Lewis. And it's sort of like, having two children that you love equally. It's not a rivalry thing, so... Oh, wait. I mean, technically... Anyway, I love them both very much. Plus, Samantha's way more ambitious. She wants to play with Madonna, who will hear this and then steal her. Do you remember when you met Madonna? She just had the Botox and her eyes were going crazy. Okay.
Very nice.
All right, it's Breakfast with Courtney Love here on the world-famous K-Rock and her fantastic band. You've never played...
Me and Lisa, and it's a dream come true.
They're all fantastic.
Sammy.
You've never played the Viper Room before, is that true?
With Echo and the Bunnymen, I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
As childhood little fantasy. But then you know how when your rock star guys get old?
Yeah.
Like, I'm probably, considered old now. But he tried to pick me up, and in Liverpool when I was 16, I would have died.
Yeah.
But then...
Too late.
It was like too late.
Too late.
Now, did you put an ad in the paper for these band members that said
something? Actually, there's 8,000. This is insane, and there needs to be a protest. It's amazing. There are 8,000 girls who send in stuff. We could put them on a website and make an Amazon planet, and they're in this one guy's office, and all David Muntz from Virgin has to do is make one phone call to this guy and say, could we please have those girls' submissions, please, because there were so many great players. And playing with Brody, who's 23, it's like, if you're under 25, it's like, you play better guitar than me. I mean, you can put together like 30 bands.
Really?
Yeah, and I'd own them all.
That was nice. That was a nice problem to have, though, is too many good people. Too many good people to choose from.
Totally. I mean, there was even my stalker. My stalker actually...
your stalker's probably here, by the way.
Brody was a stalker.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the whole blonde hair. And some girl in Melbourne was like, it was so nice of you to give her clothes. I'm like, what?
You seem like you have more stalkers than the average rock star.
But the stalkers get famous.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
So... I mean, my stalker went and stalked Gus Van Sant. What a smooth move for a stalker. I mean... Well,
we're going to meet some of your stalkers here in just a minute as we take questions from the audience because...
These aren't stalkers.
Yes, they are, Courtney, because we talked to them on the phone this week as we were handing out passes for this event here this morning. I'm telling you, we're here with 50 girl stalkers and like 5 gay guys. That's the audience here.
That's really weird. You know why? I just found out that if you're over 25, you hate my guts with a passion, right? Just forget it. But if you're between 18 and 24... Guys like me more than girls.
Oh, is that right? But you got a lot of girls.
Demographic survey for you.
But you have a lot of girls right in the front.
I know, I've been marketing to women.
They want to have sex with you. About half of them do. Just so you know.
No, if you want to get laid, you come with me to the Playboy Mansion. I get jumped more than any boy.
There you go. I bet that's true. I'd just like to say, by the way, in a world where the world is spinning off its axis because of Janet Jackson's boob, how awesome is it to see Courtney Love here today, by the way? You know what I'm saying? We need you, Courtney. You've been away too long. This is awesome.
They treat me right.
There you go. Roxy tonight, by the way, completely sold out. We're giving tickets to everyone in the audience that takes questions. And also for folks who want to call in right now, we got a few seats left for tonight at the Roxy. 1-800-520-1067. If you want to win some tickets, call K-Rock right now. Let's go to Ralph in the audience.
All right, this is Matt's question. Are any of these court cases going to impact your decision to tour?
No, not at all. One is about an expired Percocet. It will go away.
That's going to go away.
Ralph, who's next today for Courtney Love?
Hi, Courtney. Before I ask my question, I just want to thank you so much for writing Heaven Tonight, which is one of my top 3 favorite songs.
I like that song, too.
It's my favorite.
Eric wrote that song. So what's on Eric wrote? One shot.
Well, you played the hell out of it. My favorite song.
It's about,
I'm sorry.
What's your question?
What inspired you to become a musician?
I was just a crack gutter. No, it's a really long story. Kevin and me had a child, and This was in San Francisco, and it was a methadone baby, and
yeah, way to go, Kevin.
It was a codependent relationship beyond Sid and Nancy. Even, I mean, he trained me for the future. Anyway, our daughter came out, our son. It was a hermaphrodite.
Yeah.
Anyway, a huge lawsuit ensued. Exxon versus Chevron. That's where I learned the legal system badly.
And now you're just doing this to pay off the bills.
And I have to pay him.
That's right.
So you're out there working for Kevin basically every night on the road to make the nut. I understand.
Yeah.
Can I tell you my funniest lawsuit threat?
Yes.
Okay. Funniest lawsuit threat I thought was sexual harassment because they asked me for sexual harassment insurance, and I was like, no. So this girl ended up stealing my stuff, whatever. She threatened because, and this was the word. Ms. Love lollygags around, quote, in her panties, quote, reading scripts.
Really?
She saw me getting dressed for a thing, but it gets funnier.
Lollygagging is not against the law? Who is she?
So we paid her $6,000. She went away. This is the amazing one. A paternity suit. I don't have a... I always would say, I talked with Chris Rock and different people who've had these, whatever... This girl claimed that I told her the guy was cute, so she had sex with him, got pregnant,
and
now I had to
God.
pay. And I had to give her $10,000.
No. Why, just to get her to go away?
Because she had an ambulance chaser who was very persistent.
Oh, that is unbelievable. Hey, speaking of unbelievable stories, and no one has more of them than you do, are you writing...
That's a true story.
I know, it's a great story. Are you writing a book or not writing a book? Because I kind of heard you...
I'm doing diary things.
A diary?
Yeah, like the Kurt thing, which, by the way, lots of stuff is not in there. So,
yeah.
But,
is it going to be published as a one work, like a...
Yeah, because I've been writing about my adventures forever.
Okay. When is that going to come out?
I don't know. It depends on who wants to pay me $5 million.
Okay, fantastic.
All right, it's our Breakfast with Courtney Love. We're going to take a quick break and come back live on the world-famous K-Rock.
Kevin and Beans. Breakfast with America's Sweet.
All right, we're back. It is Breakfast with Courtney Love, and we are live from the Viper Room this morning.
Now, Courtney, let me ask you this before we go to Ralph and the crowd. I'm almost a little bit surprised to see you have a record out, America's Sweetheart, on a major label, because you're almost the poster child for fighting the man on major label record deals.
I'm a little surprised, too, because I was fighting Jimmy Iovine, who's a brilliant guy, but he thinks that girls can only sell 2 million. And I sort of wanted to prove him wrong, so I, waited till...
I mean, you literally testified in front of...
But now I don't even get a billboard in Times Square because of all the loser dust on me from all this crap.
The loser dust. You're talking about all the problems.
Dust. No,
all the problems you've had?
One expired Percocet.
Okay.
Okay, that's a felony charge.
Right. 10
days later, he puts me it up on CNN. Warrant, illicit narcotic, 1 Ambien and 1 expired Percocet.
Courtney, let me ask you this in all seriousness, because...
Celebrity justice. We're in this era, okay? I decided today I'm going to say the W word. I'm just going to do it. Witch hunt. I'm sorry. Witch hunt. I mean, full-on witch hunt. I'm sorry to play the feminist card.
You think you're being persecuted?
I'm sorry. No, I've been relentlessly persecuted, and I liked it. I wanted to be the biggest bitch in class. I always did.
Right.
But this is, gone too far.
You feel like they're coming down on you because you're you.
This is like legal stuff. Like, one guy wanted me to plead guilty to a felony over an expired Percocet that I have a bottle for. Every time I go to court, I hold my bottles up. Do you want the bottle? Just take the bottle. I don't know why it happened. I may be hanging out with the writer. I don't know.
Do you think they're picking on you because you're a girl? Why do you think they're doing it?
Just because the zeitgeist. I didn't put my record out in time, and I think they thought I was not a... when you first open the district attorney's file on me, there's this picture where I look kind of like a degenerate.
Right.
No, but I'm going to tell you this. I was stone sober. It was right after I played with Elton John.
Right.
The Queen had just given me a standing ovation, and I'm smoking Richard Branson's cigar. That's the... But I'm not that pretty, and I have mascara, so this girl should be eliminated.
Okay.
No, I know I'm beautiful, but that's what the picture is.
Courtney,
Runny mascara. I'm sorry, man.
Let me ask you this in all seriousness, because we really love you. We're really big fans of you as a person as well as an artist. How are you feeling? Do you feel healthy? Do you feel good? Do you feel optimistic?
It's horrible.
You're in hell. You're in bad shape.
Oh, it's terrible. It's worse than when Kurt died. It's the worst thing I've ever been through.
This period right now in your life is the worst?
It's worse.
Which is, I'm surprised to hear you say that, and it's because of the weight of the potential damages in this legal case.
No, it's the words. It's the naming. They finally got to me. They finally got me.
Yeah? So how do you come out of that?
As a feminist, I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to use the F word at all. I didn't want to say anything. And I just figured it's just, I know my drummer is hot.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for taking this seriously, by the way.
Ambien at a detective. That is not a felony narcotics charge.
Courtney, you've been through a lot of rough stuff. How are you going to go through? How are you going to come through this and come out on the other side and be healthy? You're going to rock.
However, here's the problem.
Yes.
I fired a nanny and she prank called the children's services, whatever. They dropped everything except my lyrics. So now I can't do all the my lyrics are in the thing. Like it's like soul censorship. Like I was doing Blender the other day and they had this word liar and I'm like, I can't pose in front of that. It's like I've never felt
you don't have your lyrics?
I'm powerless. Yes.
Wow. For you to say that, that's a little odd.
I know, but how many times have you secretly had a subconscious dream of making me powerless?
Well, just today. Really old.
You are listening to Kevin and Bean from the Viper Room on the world famous K-Rock. It's Breakfast with Courtney Love. How about some more music?